So there you go. My grand total of all the spending we did today, shopping, not including beer or anything else, just grocery shopping, was $20,354.55 pesos. How much food can you get here in the Philippines on a $360 shopping trip? Well, today I'm going to show you, and it involves 5 or 6 different locations, stores, that kind of thing. And yeah, I know. People are already going to say this. People in the Philippines, how can they afford that? Because always everybody uses the minimum wage people and say minimum wage people can't afford, and they just put something to it. Could be cars, could be condos, could be whatever. Okay, so to be very clear, yes. The vast majority of people who earn minimum wage here are only earning upwards of 15,000 pesos a month. This shopping trip is exceeding a monthly salary for those people. We're a country of islands here in the Philippines, so there is a logistical problem of getting supplies and imports and everything else into this country. So the average person who's making minimum wage, so the average minimum wage worker, is going to be shopping at small little vendors and public markets, that kind of thing, where farmers are selling directly to the market, that kind of thing. And they're not buying imported packaged goods, that kind of thing, very often. So with all that said here, let me show you what this shopping trip involves. And I would love to hear what it costs you in the United States, Canada, or whatever, for those same items, because I have been away from Canada for 5 years and I have no idea what inflation has done to the prices there. Okay, how much is grocery prices compared to where you live now here in the Philippines? It has gotten a little crazy. It's quite expensive in many areas, but I have a feeling many of you are going to tell me, no, Michael, you remember 5 years ago in Canada. You're not remembering how it is now. So you may be right. Let's find out. Let me know in the comments, just so I have a good idea of how bad it might be there or how good it is there. Because I see other people and they're like, oh, it's so cheap. And I'm like, no, it isn't. All right, so this, by the way, is a great bag. These are amazing. It's called Rhino bag. This is going to be just the first bag, so to give you an idea. But this is fantastic. I bring it into the store, dump it at the cash. They fill it for me, and I put it back on my bike. And it clamps down. It's awesome. It carries crazy amounts. Anyway, so bananas. Look at all these bananas, right? I got them part green, part yellow, so that they're good for the shop, because, you know, depending how long it takes to sell them. So it's 1.5 kilos, 1.57. And it was 196.25 pesos. So it's 125 per kilo at a grocery store, keep in mind. This is not a market price. I got, for shakes and stuff, I got a watermelon. Now this seems crazy to me, but this weighs, it says 1.2 kilos. But generally a watermelon, you pay for the watermelon. But yeah, they were expensive, so I only got a quarter of it. So it's 75 cents per kilo. They charge 75 pesos per kilo, sorry. So this is 96.38 kilos for that much watermelon. Essentially water. These tiny little red onions. White onions are very expensive, but red onions are half the price, basically. So this tiny little bag here is 54.9 pesos, so 55 pesos, which is 180 pesos per kilo. Crazy. I got a few of them. Ketchup here. If you don't want ketchup that tastes like sweet, like sugar, banana sugar sort of thing, believe it or not, you have to get Del Monte. Del Monte ketchup. And they sell them in jars, or this size, but no big, no large volume jugs that I've ever found. So I end up buying these things, like they're going out of style, at 31 pesos each for these things. And so I have tons and tons and tons. There's more. We go through this maybe in 2 days. I'd have to buy cases, and they don't sell cases. I wish places would sell volume here. I would buy it. Like, I'm not gonna worry about this, but these are our like takeout containers for sauces. So we're gonna ignore that for now. I can go over there. These are table napkins. You're not gonna care what the prices are on these. And I remember, honestly. Sugar, 1 kilo of sugar. So here they have like white,
Then they have washed, they call. Then they have brown. They call it brown, but it's not brown sugar. It's still brown, it's natural. And then they have brown sugar. And this is 93.5 pesos per kilo of their cheaper washed salt or sugar. So, mangoes grown here. You would think that should be a cheap thing. Kind of wrong. It depends on the season. You used to be able to get them for 100 per kilo, but that only lasted like a month. And nowadays it is far more than that. Mango now is running at 200 per kilo, which is pretty good because they're fully ripe and already starting to soft. They changed the price based on that. If they were green, they would be like 270. So 200 per kilo for mangoes here. So this mangoes that you see that I have in this pile here is 290 pesos. Lemons, well, it's easy. The price is already on it. 192 pesos for 6 lemons. 6 little lemons. Apples. You would think apples should be cheap, right? Apples are so cheaply grown. This is 210 pesos for 6 apples. 3 oranges. 150 pesos for 3 oranges. Do they grow them here? I think they do. I don't think. I'm sure. So I'm gonna have to get my ground beef from multiple stores today because there wasn't enough. I bought them out of what they have. So this ground beef, right? Lean, like I like it. The price was crazy today. I had to take it because often I can't find enough. That's my problem. So they were 478 per kilo for ground beef. So this was 564 pesos because it's 1.1 kilos. But again, I have to go shopping at more stores and find some more. We'll see what their price is. Last thing I have in this bag, maple cured bacon. It's 1 kilo. It says Virginia. Is it from Virginia? No, Cebu. Virginia Foods. Cebu. So it's Philippines. Which explains why it's only, I say only, 564 pesos for this bacon. That's a lot for bacon. Am I wrong? Okay, my second trip, they did not have everything I need. Still looking for a lot of stuff, including Parmesan cheese. That's tough. I usually get it at SNR. I gotta find something down. Can't be driving 5 hours to go get cheese. So our buns are coming this afternoon, and I was so terrified because we only have like 6 left. That if somebody came in this afternoon, wasn't expecting it. It is a Tuesday right after a very busy Monday, which was a holiday. But either way, if they did and ordered all these burgers, I would have nothing. All they have is mini buns, and so like the burger is bigger than the bun. But at least we could serve something and apologize for the bun. But I don't think we're gonna need it. It looks like we're good. It's already creeping up in time already. 31:15. So chances are the bakery will have the buns to us in time, and I'll be okay. Anyway, this is 49 pesos for 6 mini buns. Not bad, I think. I think that's very, 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 very reasonable. Takeout containers, I doubt you're going to be buying these kind of things, and I hate buying styrofoam, but some things are liquid, and they have cardboard, like the paper ones that leak everywhere, or if you have anything liquid, it's got to go in. I got a couple of those. I'm not even going to look up the price on them because I don't think many of you are going to compare that price with anything, so no big deal. These are cool, so I'm going to put these out and see if we can't offer it right away. So these are Rosa Mia Sangrias, and they're 1 liter, and the price was fantastic. It was like 250 pesos, and we charge like 800, so that's like, you know, a very good margin for alcohol. You know, alcohol generally has really good margins, but generally in the West, here not so much. Here it depends. It depends. But anyway, so I'm going to put them out. Maybe somebody will buy them. You never know. So I got 2 of them, one to put in the fridge and one to put in the display. And then when it sells, I'll put this one in the fridge because sangria should be cold. So these are quite common here in the Philippines. You don't see it much in the West, but that's because, you know, everybody loves their halo here, right? And so this gets added when you order shakes and smoothies and stuff like that. We don't put as much, but we do put it in called evaporado. And these were on for 35 pesos per can. And we go through this stuff like crazy. used for everything. Stuff. This is chicken breast, okay? This whole gigantic bag is chicken breast. So they took my sticker off. Oh, there's the sticker. Okay. They made it hard to read. It is 4.176 kilos of chicken breast. There's 12 of them, right? Full breast, both sides, right, left, right. With the bones, by the way, so we still have to debone them. Or do I? Yeah, still got the bone. It's 710 pesos for 4.17 kilos. So how does that add up to Western prices for chicken breast? And by the way, no hormones or anything. These are very likely just made here in the Philippines. All right, what's next? Chicken wings. We go through these like water. Crazy. It depends on where we go, but these ones are 200 pesos per kilo. And I've got, how much did I get here? I usually buy them out. So 4.46, so almost, 4.5 kilos. To give you an idea. Now salt, sugar, today they were doing a deal and they were giving out a free bag of sugar if you had over 2,000 peso sales order. So I ended up getting more sugar. But I also did buy sugar. They had 90 pesos for white, so I got 2 more because I don't have a lot of white. And then they gave me a free one. What a deal. Sporks, you're not going to ever buy them, I bet, but takeout sporks are important for us, so I bought them. Another one of these, evaporatus. Straws, we go through them like crazy too, obviously, every time people order drinks or whatever. And what was the price on the straw? Well, I don't know. I think maybe they had like get a discount if you buy the second one, but they took me 49 pesos for one and only 27 pesos for the other. Not sure why. I got some juice and stuff like that. This was good. This is for me, though, personally, so I just wanted to grab it. And that one is, this is 333 pesos. And of course, it just says that it's flavored, so it doesn't mean it's actually, and it says from concentrate. Generally, these things are made from oranges, or apples, apples. And then they just add flavoring and color, just to be clear. It doesn't say it's 100% cranberry or whatever you want to call it. Chances are it's apple. Most people know that though, I think. So this is going back with me because it's going to go to the house. And I got a few small things, not important. I have to go for my next run down to the market. The market is where we're going to get a lot of stuff where I'm not going to get any of this, likely. We'll do our best. But that's where you're really going to see the price difference. Hang in there. Okay, I was wrong. I still had another store to go to. So the last one, so it's going to be 4 loads, will be the market, not the market yet. Because you should go first thing in the market. And if you don't go, it doesn't really matter anymore. So I finally found the real size hamburger. The other ones, we use them for like breakfast sandwiches, which we don't really offer, but we can always offer. We haven't been able to buy cheese for a while. Got to get back to S&R in Iloilo for blocks of cheese proper. So I had to buy like shredded cheese. I already bought some. And they put the torch to it and they couldn't even melt it. What kind of cheese is that? So this is called easy melt cheese. It's for the nachos, you know, to go around the thing. We still have, thankfully, our cheese for our hamburgers, to be clear. Anyway, so hopefully this will melt onto the nachos with a torch. Let's hope. Price on these was, they are 160 pesos each and they're really small. There's nothing in this. 200 grams. And is it cheese? It says natural cheddar cheese, palm oil, and a whole other ingredient. So let's go with, kinda, Parmesan cheese. Now, I got the no name instead of the Kraft, because the Kraft was way more money. And these were still, let's see, 265 pesos per, and they are 227 grams, so 8 ounces. So not the big one you want to get, but I got 4 of these. This is brown sugar, real brown sugar, okay? I finally got it. Very favorite around here. And it is 94 pesos per bag. I got 4 of them. Somewhere in here. Because we are going to be offering some new wing flavors that include like a honey brown sugar sort of thing that people really like. We're going to have a lot of different flavors, a lot more anyway. than we have now. So I got 4 of those. I got this for myself, but you guys should see. So these are sirloin tips. Alright, so the best part of a steak. And I got just under, well, it's 0.4 of a kilo, right? And it is 199.26 pesos. I think it's a great deal. So that's gonna be for maybe for later. Chicken wings, again, I had to go get more. They are cheaper, they're 192 pesos per kilo at this place. So I got quite a bit of that too. I'm not gonna bore you with how much, but 192 per kilo. Oh, vanilla ice cream was 250 pesos, vanilla ice cream. Starting to already melt, so we gotta put that in the freezer right quick. Unfortunately, the ground beef at this place, there is no, and this is 3 stores now in a row. I've only been able to get that one order of raw, what do you call it, rare? Lean ground beef. So this is as close to lean as they could give me. How sad is that? So we're gonna mix the super lean that I have and this so that I can at least serve burgers today. This is the kind of problem we have by not having good suppliers. We've got every store, we sell them out and we make do with whatever we have that day, but it'll still taste delicious. So the price on that though, by the way, 335 pesos per kilo. So run you 194.50 pesos for 6 cans. So that works out to that much a can. Okay, well, we're finally at the public market. I gotta find a bunch of things, but the biggest problem here always for me is finding people who will issue me a legal receipt. I often have to just take it out of my pocket. There's no way to expense it, and it's just cost of doing business here. You just swallow a bunch of expenses. So this is the place I generally go because they do give me receipts. And hello guys, and they get the bulk. I don't know what this is. Cabbage? Okay. You guys got potatoes today though. That's the part I'm looking for. And I think I do. Potatoes. All right. So we can get a big sack of that. Hello. How are you today? All right. They are great, by the way. So I got my potatoes, I got my onions, and I got some garlic. Now I got to find a bunch of other things before I go get a trike to take it all, because I can't put that all in my bike. Obviously, it's just way too big. These big 10 kilo or 25 kilos, yeah, 25 kilos I think it is, potatoes. So I got to find oysters, tomatoes, something else. And as you can see, I've entered into the chicken zone. Hello. So yeah, this is all chicken. They keep everything in the same spot. So over there will be pork on that side. I need fish though, I think, on that the far side over there. Hello guys. So red onions, no problem. There's always that, but the white onions are always my problem. Got carrots there. Best price for carrots is hard. I want bigger tomatoes too. Maybe over there. Tomatoes aren't red enough. Some red ones here. Tomatoes are hard to find in big sizes, so that's why they're not on our burgers, because look how big they are. How much are the tomatoes?
90 kilos, sir.
90 a kilo? All right, 90 pesos per kilo. And the carrots? And the carrots?
120.
120 pesos per kilo, which isn't very many carrots. It's about 70 a carrot, to give you an idea. It's pretty expensive, but I know things have changed in the West too. All right, so 236 pesos for that. I have lettuce right now. Hello. I've got, 2 kilos of lettuce already, so I don't need that. Here's the fish though. Always lots of fish. Come earlier if you want tons, even way more. Lots and lots. The hard part is to find oysters. Lots of big shrimp though. No problem there. Our oyster people are all over here. So we need them already shucked into the bags because this takes forever. Hello. Anybody got bagged oysters over there?
That's my friend.
Bagged oysters? Is that oysters though? That's not oysters. So I've made a mistake before where they're white, and I was like, I thought they were oysters. They told me it was oysters, but it wasn't oysters. So I got in trouble by the cook. So I just want to make sure I don't make that mistake again. They're generally 3 for $100.
You put spice on it, my friend.
What's this guy looking at? Yeah, unfortunately my restaurant only sells oysters. So the only thing doesn't look like I'm going to be able to find today, unless I try one more grocery store, and that is nacho chips. Otherwise, I think that's it. Oh, I haven't told you how much potatoes and onions are yet. Wait till you hear about that price. All right, there we go. So the potato, 30 kilos, 1,650 pesos. The garlic is 630 pesos for a whole sack. White onions, 1,100 pesos again. Big sack there. And the cucumbers were just 87 pesos. Just that bag of them there. All in all, my wholesaler here is great. Highly recommend them. And they give me a proper receipt. All right. What's your name, brother?
Charles.
Okay, Charles. Charles is in charge. Okay, Charles in charge. He's got all my stuff here, and he's gonna take it to the Canadian Beaver while I go look for nachos. Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, here we are at the Robinson Mall for my 5th stop, and I want to point something out. See this? This is lots of motorcycle parking, and right by an entrance. It is my most preferred shopping mall of all of Rojas City. They treat motorcycle people as human beings here. I hate SM Rojas City. Not any other SM, just that SM. They run it like Chinese Communist Party would. You have to get off your bike. They search through everything. You have to lift your seat. They go under it. So you have to turn your vehicle off just to enter their parking lot. Remember, you are the customer. So yeah, you feel like a criminal. And then when you get to the parking, which is at the furthest part near no entrance or anything, then they want you to provide ID, which they record it and everything. They don't do this for cars, by the way. And so they're alienating and making criminals, basically, out of all of their customers because the vast majority of people drive motorcycles. I absolutely hate going there. Hate. But sometimes I have no choice. But just so you all know, Robinson, they treat people very, very well. Anyway, got to get my nachos. They're just the furthest one from me, so I don't go here as often as I'd love to. But coming to Rojas City, this is a beautiful area. This is a good place to go. All right, so that bill ended up being 1,751 pesos. I got the nachos, but they're not the brand I wanted, so these are called Big Birdos nacho chips restaurant style. I got 4 of those, and they're pretty big. So 156 pesos per bag. I say only, but it seems like a lot to me. I got more ground beef because I feel bad. I don't want it to look that fatty, so I got more lean ground beef, as you can see, that we can mix in. And this is 478 per kilo. Wow, incredibly expensive. Anyway, so this came to 757 pesos of it. And we got more mangoes because the first mangoes are gone for the mango shakes we sold this afternoon. And I had to pay $250 per kilo for these at this store, so $327.50 more. So there you go. My grand total of all the spending we did today, shopping, not including beer or anything else, just grocery shopping, was $20,354.55 pesos to round it up. That works out to $361.80. So you saw that, right? 30 kilos of potatoes, all the huge amounts of food. And you can get that for $360. Tell me where you are in the United States, in Canada, whatever, doing the math on Canada at another, 25%. How much do you think you would have got for that amount of money where you are there? What do you think it would have cost? I think I have a feeling, like on some things, ground beef and all that, I'm sure when we're paying 500 and some odd pesos for a kilo, you're probably like, wait a minute, that's like the same as it is here, if not more, and probably more because beef is rare here. But for the other things, a lot of those things, you're going to be, oh wow, we would have paid $1,000. Probably, I have a feeling a lot of you are going to say, all that shopping would have probably cost me $1,000. So anyway, let me know. That's what it cost here. I know people are interested in these type of things because I used to be the same way. I'm like, I wonder how much, because you kind of come up with a budget, how much money you need, that kind of thing. Well, hopefully this helps. Even though it's for a bar, it's food. It's the same food you're going to buy anywhere else, and I have to pay retail like everybody else. So yeah, these are the real prices. All right, guys, thanks for joining. Hope you are enjoying everything. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. It's right beside the subscribe button. And we'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again.